Never allow other people to stop you from being who you're meant to be. There's going to be a lot of tests out there. Sometimes God will test you, but for the most part, it's a lot of miserable people that are out there trying to see if you truly are bettering yourself for the right reasons. People will test you every single day of the week. There will be times where you even question yourself if you're good enough, if this is really the path you want to take, if being the bigger person or being the better person is really worth it to you. And I have an answer for you, my brothers and sisters out there. It should always be worth it to you. You should always want to be able to choose someone or something better, for the simple fact being, you are better than you know, and you deserve so much more than you give yourself credit for. If you are allowing what others think of you, what others say, to affect you to the point where you are questioning who it is you want to be, you are questioning what it is you want to do with your life, and you're questioning your brand, your purpose, your existence. My brothers and sisters out there, I pray that you do not understand this message, because if you've gone through this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. When you allow others to hold so much power and so much control over you, you lose who you are meant to be. And losing your purpose is a different pain entirely. You can lose a relationship and recover. You can lose a lot of things and recover. But when you lose yourself, there is something about trying to find yourself in a void that is so much harder than losing any person could ever be. There is something about trying to rediscover who it is and what it is you want in your life when you've lost and you've stumbled and you've fallen far away. I can only pray that if you are at this point, or if you are going down this road, that you understand you are worth saving. You are worth having a better life. You are worth so much more than you give yourself credit for. You don't have to have all the answers in the world, but if you've been homeless, if you've been lost, you've been given a second chance at this life, why would you allow that to go to waste for a person, a thing, a job, or other people who are miserable? You allow your light to shine in the darkness, no matter what it is they try to tell you. You allow yourself to become the person you want to be, not what others want you to be, not what others see or think you to be. You have to be strong enough to understand the difference. And you know what? I'll admit this firsthand. For a while I wasn't. For a while I used to allow what people thought of me to affect me. I used to listen to so many people, whether it was the looks they would give me, the words they'd say behind my back, whether they'd make fun of me for me wanting to have a bigger dream, for me wanting to do better for my family. You know what I learned from all that? Those people are just unhappy with themselves. It had nothing to do with me. And there's never a day where I'm going to hold it over their heads. There's never going to be a day where I'm going to look at them and be like, wow, they were right, because they weren't. There's never going to be a day where I even think about them more than what I'm telling you right now, because they don't deserve that energy. They don't deserve my time. They don't deserve anything. They have exactly what they need and they want in life, and they're still miserable. Those are the people that will always get what they deserve. You do not have to associate with them. You do not have to stoop down to their level. You just have to simply understand you are worth so much more. Appreciate the little things in life. Whether it's being able to sit in a car, most people don't have them. Whether it's being able to have AC, because I can tell you firsthand, not having AC is a nightmare. Whether it's being able to get dressed and shower, because I can also tell you, if you haven't had time to be able to shower or have clean clothes, it's not the best feeling in the world. Or having luxuries like fragrances, deodorants, face wash, all those things that we take for daily advantage of and take for granted. It's not easy. When you're trying to provide for a family, it is the hardest thing you will ever do. Whether you're a single parent, whether you're a single father, a single mother, or you're just on it on your own, regardless if you're not a parent or not. It is not an easy thing to provide for a family. It is not an easy thing to take care of loved ones. It is not an easy thing to try to figure out how to make enough money to do all of that. But you know what is an easy thing? To decide today that you are not going to allow what other people think of you to affect you or stop you on the path that God intended you to be on. That is the message I want to convey to you today, because I've understood that now. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to test me, and you know what I realize? They don't pay my bills. So whatever they have to say, it don't matter, right? They are always going to have an opinion of you, but they do not pay you, period. So why does it matter? They're always going to talk about you behind your back, but at the end of the day, they are not people that you should ever listen to. I'm not saying that they're not important to somebody in the world. All I'm letting you know is they do not need to be important to you on the road that you're on right now. Every person matters. Do not get me wrong, brothers and sisters out there. There are some miserable people out there that are miserable for a reason. And at the end of the day, it's not your job to fix them. It is your job to keep being who you were intended to be, to lead by example. And whatever they do, it is not your concern. Never lose yourself for a simple risk of trying to help others, because then you won't be helping anybody. If you lose who you are, if you lose your purpose, you begin to lose everything. And I do not wish that on you, my brothers and sisters out there. Even if you think you're strong enough, do not put yourself through that pain. God will show you what you need to be able to persevere in life, to be able to continue down the path you want to be on. But you have to make the right decisions. You have to be willing to listen, to learn, and to grow. But none of those things are easy. So simply this, I pray that you do not have to endure suffering. I pray that when God gives you a sign, you're able to receive it. But above all, I just want you to know that you matter. You're important. And every day that you wake up is a blessing. Never forget, you are here for a reason. And that reason is to live, to make a mark on this earth. And I'm proud that you're here. I want you to know it's going to be a hard path. It's not going to get easier. But you were meant to walk it because nobody else can. You were meant to go through every struggle, every challenge, because nobody else can. It's not an easy thing, and I'll be the first to admit I don't like it. Some of the challenges, some of the things I've had to face are not easy. They're not things I enjoy. But you know what I realized? If I didn't face them, somebody else would have. So I will gladly take them. I will gladly allow them to build me to who I need and want to be later on in life. And as I'm growing my brand, as I'm growing this account, I want you all to know, no matter what, no matter how big I get, I want to always remember the roots. I found this account, and I'm founding this account based off of two main things. One, integrity, true integrity for me in every aspect of my life. And two, for me to truly have faith, not just in God, not just in myself, but in every decision that I make is made with a purpose. Those are not easy things to maintain. But why I'm founding this channel on those is simply because I want to be able to help others. I want to be able to make a difference in this world, not just for my daughter or my mother's sake, because I realize if I don't do it, there's not going to be a lot of people that will. And it starts with one person that can make a big difference. There could be a lot of good people out there that have good intentions, but if they don't feel like they're united or they can speak up, then they may not, because I know what that's like as well. I simply pray, my brothers and sisters out there, that you find the courage that you need to be able to let your voice be heard, that you find the strength to keep going even when you don't want to. But above all, I need you to know that you matter more, not just now, but every day, and you've always mattered. And I need you to understand that yes, things are going to get hard. Yes, life is challenging, but I'd rather take every challenge, every struggle, because you never know when the next day either could be your last or it could be your best day of your life. And I pray that it is always going to be the best day of your life. Thank you for waking up today. Thank you for watching this. And understand, whatever God's purpose is for you, please try to find it and work on the right path. Thank you all, and have a great day. It's good to see you, my friend.